What is up, fellow bench warmers? Welcome to your daily fantasy quickie. Hey guys, what's up? Day 1 of week 20. It's also the start of our fantasy bench warmers playoffs. The leagues that we've announced all the regular season champs. We'll probably announce them a bit later as we end the show. But yeah, I'm JJT with Komish Eric. How's your first day? Do you have how many playoff teams are you playing right now? Two.
Two. Both are losing.
Not a good day as well as mine. Not too good of a day.
Well, the other one is the cursed team one. So that really, as I was talking to one of our friends, Joao, I told him my team before, and I told him who are in my lineup today. Drew Eubanks, DeMarcus Cousins, Royce O'Neal. Those are the players I played today, and so I mean 1-8 today. But let's see.
It's the unboxed league, right?
Yeah, that's an unboxed league. My strategy
Bam,
there
and then
right
you have
now.
Bam there, right?
No, I don't have Bam.
You don't have Bam? I thought you had Bam.
I have JJJ, I have Mobley, I have Miles Bridges and Buddy Hield. Those are probably the 4 remaining good. Steven Adams. Those are probably the 5 remaining good players. And the others are all the Marcus Cousins, Royce O'Neal kinds, the ones that I just plugged in. I was telling them that my strategy there is actually steals, blocks, turnovers, rebounds, and one of the percentages. But Drew Eubanks was 0 of 6 or 7 in field goal today, and that's just how
the
it goes.
percentages are, like we said, it's tricky. It's sometimes there's luck factor. Imagine what percentage did Jokic shoot from the free throw line today? I saw it was he was just 60%, even below, I think. So I was surprised because I was losing as well in the unboxed league. I was losing the free throw battle, and I was surprised because usually I'm strong there. And I saw Jokic was 4 out of 9, and that's annoying because we just talked about Jokic yesterday, and he did that. He wasn't shooting well from the free throw line, so that's a bit of a annoying situation to be in. Also, it's hard to play the playoffs with a lot of teams because of the streams. It's faster to stream, meaning it's easy to decide who to drop and who to add, but if you've got lots of teams as well, you might end up not getting the players you want because you're gonna be a little bit slower. But yeah, that's how it is. I'm playing 5, I think. 5 playoffs or 6 playoffs this week. Hard.
We hope to win some. I hope to win at least. Well, there's only 2 so far, so I hope to win at least 1. Just get to the semis, just survive. That's just how it is. I'm targeting in the playoffs. We're just targeting 5 categories basically. Yeah. That's really just that's just my tip.
Don't get too far off from all those 5 categories.
Any 5. You can start planning some 5 categories, but in the middle of the week, if you see that another category is a closer battle than the one you planned, you have to shift.
Yeah.
Just have a fighting chance, and that's all you can ask for, really. And giving a tip based on my cursed team, so-called cursed team, is that I know it's a long shot. But
what can you do, right? I mean, what can you do? What else can you do? Just fight.
You just fight. And I'm the 2nd seed, so I don't want to lose 1-8 as I'm losing right now because that's very embarrassing. But I guess you can't do anything really.
In that league, in the unboxed league, I'm I think 2-7 right now or 2-6.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been pretty much first the whole year. Yeah. So that's annoying, right? I mean, your team was so strong throughout the year. And then you lose the first round. But it's just the first day, so there's still a lot of things going on. At least I'm hoping to win at least one fantasy benchwarmers league. The best team I had, well, I lost Anthony Davis, I lost OG, I lost some players there. So and then Derrick White got traded, which dipped his value by a lot. So that's my strongest team supposedly this year. But now I'm shifting my focus on the Champions League because I've got everyone back. It's just that I got Halliburton and Healed, which probably has the worst schedule this week. Indiana has two-day breaks in between games. I think they have 1 3-day break.
No. They have right? only a 2-day break, Indiana. But it's the same with Boston, also Washington, Toronto. They have 2-day breaks to start the week. Yeah. So that hurts those teams players. So you just have to survive them, I guess. Like Indiana has a better later of the week schedule. So they're not going to be valuable this week, early in the week, but later on this week, they will have some value, those players from Indiana.
Yep. So let's talk about some news first. Draymond Green, as we yesterday said, is expected to return soon. March 15 is the target date, so that's a week from now. So exactly a week from now. So let's see. Week 21 should be the day that he'll be ready. In case he's still in your waiver wire, you can pick him up. I think he was dropped in a lot of leagues as well. So swoop him up. He should be very helpful in a lot of. He gets if you forget about some of the percentages and the turnovers, the counting stats would really be good for you if he's really healthy. Casualty though, Isaiah Stewart. Was it bad?
Got hit in the knee. I think it's sort of like an AD situation. We'll find out later on, maybe late or tomorrow morning. We'll find out. They will do some tests on it. I don't think. Well, different people, different bodies. Like if this was AD, he's gonna probably be out for 2 months. But Isaiah Stewart's younger, built differently. Maybe there's some hope, but I think he's gonna miss time. I think he's gonna miss games. And I felt bad because I didn't spot it right away. There was one Marvin Bagley available in our league, and that was in our league, the league that I told you that we're up against each other, and I was not able to pick him up. I was just late by a couple of minutes. So, but if you have Bagley,
you're leading there.
No, that's just because of the schedule.
You're leading 3-6.
Not just because of the schedule. But
what? Do we sit the players now?
I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. I'll be fine with it.
Just to continue the conversation from yesterday, do we sit the players now?
I'm okay with it. I'm okay with that. But Marvin Bagley probably will not be available anymore after what he did today. You might try Kelly Olynyk. I'm just saying. Kelly didn't have a good game today, but if Stewart does miss a long time, Bagley is not really going to be a player that's known to be consistent. So maybe Kelly Olynyk finds some games where he can be hot and gets 23 to 24 minutes a game. So maybe somebody else to get picked instead of Bagley, who I'm sure
maybe this is the time when everyone was also stashing Olynyk for something like this. Although we don't expect him to do the last year's Olynyk, but maybe this is it wherein he gets more fantasy value. LeBron James sat out today. I'm not sure if it's a rest thing or the knees.
I don't think it's a rest thing. They're against the Spurs. The Spurs are the only team that can actually.
And they lost.
They lost. Yeah, and it's not a back-to-back. So I think, as I said, if he plays the way he played the other day, 56 points, it takes too much out of his body that he has to, really hard to recover. Really hard to recover at this point in his career. So I think he's going to play the rest of the week. I think. But I'm against 2 or 3 LeBron James this week, so I won't mind him, just being out for the season.
Yeah. Other players who were out today, Vucevic and D'Angelo Russell, which is unfortunate. I mean, if you guys, were expecting these players to help your fantasy team, especially in the playoffs, they were out. Not sure if it's gonna stay that way or it's just some rest thing. Hopefully, it's just a one thing, one day, one game thing. Lots of players missed games today. Jalen Bronson was out today. Cam Johnson will be out tomorrow. Covington will be out tomorrow. So in case you have those players, Barton was out today. Vassell was out also today. Lamarcus will be out tomorrow. Lots of players out. Huerter was out today. Grayson Allen was out. These are,
So
if you're in the playoffs, it's easy to drop these guys.
yeah. So Grayson, Huerter, I would say, who else did you mention? Who else do I drop? Lamarcus. I'll probably drop Lamarcus at this point. Cam Johnson, I'll give him one more game. If he still doesn't play that game, I'm also gonna drop him already because you just can't wait anymore. Isaiah Roby's a drop for me. Bronson, I'll give him. I'll put him in the IL. Bronson, I'll wait on Bronson a little bit. But the others, Devin Vassell is borderline. Borderline. I think it's a resting, so I'll give.
I think Vassell is more of a situation thing. If you're in the semis already, I wouldn't mind dropping him. Who can get him anyway, right? I mean, after a couple of days, that's the only time one player can claim him off the waivers, and by then he might not have a game as well on the day that he gets claimed. So, I wouldn't mind that if you're in the semis, but if you're in the quarters, maybe wait for a bit.
Right? but his teammate Lonnie Walker was out with an illness. Lonnie, I'll drop. I'll drop already. I don't think he's worth waiting on. I don't care if he comes back and he gets hot, just to drop him. I'll just put some other players that are not injured that I might be considering dropping. Josh Hart played today, but
2 out of 12, man.
10, I think.
That's another player I have in the unboxed that killed me. I mean, that's so annoying.
But you described perfectly. Annoying. He's not gonna play every game. And the games he will play, it's gonna be a game like today, where it's just not competitive at all. That he himself probably doesn't know what to do, if he's gonna take over or is just gonna give the young players a chance to develop. So I don't think he's a must roster for the playoffs. I really don't think. I think you can move on from him, especially you in the Unboxed League. That's a 12-team league. So
but there's just 4 moves there, so I used that move to drop OG, which is a mistake. I should have dropped OG last week.
Oh well.
But yeah, well,
yes.
That's how it is. Players who came back, Kyle Lowry came back, which is annoying as well because I played him in the Champions League instead of Pat Bev.
He did do nothing.
He did do nothing, and Pat Beverly played well. A near triple-double for Pat Bev. So that's annoying. But yeah, is he a drop playoffs?
Kyle Lowry?
Yeah.
No. I'll give Kyle Lowry
longer
some pass. He came back just right before the game. I mean, the day of the game in the US time. I saw that he was out, and then they said he rejoined the team just probably 5 hours before the game, and he played. So that's a pass for me. He will be better.
And
Victor Oladipo.
The Heat didn't play well as well. I mean, Bam was a disappointment today. I mean, I was expecting him because in one of the fantasy benchwarmers league, he's my number 2 guy behind DeJounte, and that's where I lost AD. So I was kind of expecting Bam to at least handle that part where he just play well and help me out. Yeah, but pretty much everyone did play well. Victor Oladipo, like you were saying, returned today.
And he looked good. He looked good. He looked healthy. He was
so still a streamer.
Yeah, I think a streamer. I think, like I said, what did I say yesterday? I said something like 10 points and 4 assists, and he had 11 points and 4 assists. So something like that, I think, is not gonna be an every game player, but sometimes if you need just a streamer, he could help you. He could help you.
And like we said, just like Markel Fultz, he'll miss back-to-backs. When he plays, he'll probably play less than 20 minutes, but he can, give you 10 points for rebound. I mean, for assist, and that's good enough to stream, right? So yeah, especially if there are lots of active managers add dropping players, eventually you won't be able to add anyone because everyone's going to be in the waiver wire, right? So someone to consider. Other buy players, Brandon Williams, the unknown Brandon. I'm annoyed because I didn't add him. There were a lot of leagues wherein Brandon Williams was available. And who did I pick? I think I chose Torian Prince. I chose different players other than Brandon Williams.
Actually, I picked him up in our matchup. The last minute, I think that was 3 p.m. I picked him up. I just saw the Simon's news. So he helped me today. People will say, of course, it's a one game thing. Simon's rested. Simon should be back the next game. What do you do with Brandon Williams? My answer to that is I'm not even sure Simon's is a rest. They put Josh Hart was a rest. They put Hart as a rest. Simons, they put him with an injury. So maybe he really has some minor injury. It's minor. He probably could play through it, but why would they allow him to come back if they're tanking? So maybe Brandon Williams,
Portland.
That's a good week.
Portland is actually the new OKC, but the difference between Portland and OKC is that in OKC, when the players play, they play well. In Portland, when players play, they don't really play well enough. So they don't really need to force themselves to tank because probably their best would be not good enough, really.
But the difference is OKC has promising young players that they, when you watch them, even if they're down by 30, you want to watch because, hey, this young player is playing. In Portland,
promising and more experienced players, I guess. We know these players have track records. Poku, Roby, we knew them from last season. Giddy even and SGA and those guys, Ludort. These guys from Portland, we don't really know them. Right?
Yeah.
It's like the first time we've heard some of these names.
And the very few that we know, they shut down, like Justice Winslow.
Yeah.
I mean, he was gonna be a good ad, and then they just shut him down. So that makes me worried about this injury of Simons. If it's really, a real injury that he's, experiencing, there's a possibility he misses more than a game. That's why Brandon Williams, if you streamed him, just keep him for a while and just monitor the situation of what Portland will do with Simons.
Yeah,
at this point.
So other ads. So that's Brandon Williams. Other ads. Malik Beasley. We've been talking about him.
I have to continue with my guy, who destroyed your Austin Reeves in our one-on-one.
In our DFS. Cheap player battle. Malik Monk and Carmelo, we've been talking about them already in the past quickies, especially without LeBron. Monk played well today, as well as Carmelo. Maxi Kleber is on and off kind of player, right? You don't know what you're gonna get.
Like a box of chocolates.
Yeah.
Right?
Would you prefer Kleber over Dwight Powell? Because Dwight Powell has been more consistent. I guess you know what to expect. But the upside is not as good as Kleber.
As I wrote there, Kleber is not for everybody. For me, I'm as I said a while ago, my target was steals, blocks, rebounds, and some percentages. He's perfect because I'm punting points. I'm just no way of winning points. So he's going to be perfect for my team. But for the others, depends on what you're really looking for at this point. But just remember, he's valuable in the sense that the blocks, the threes, he can help you in both categories there.
Yeah. Also, as we are talking about that strategy wherein you target just 5 categories, just give room for yourself to be a little more flexible, like what Komish said earlier. You might be targeting certain categories and then make moves, finish all your moves in all those categories, and then eventually end up that there are other categories that's gonna be closer. At least maybe leave room for some flexibility, wherein as you go through the end of the week, you'll get a clearer picture. Because this is just day one, guys. This is just day one. It's not a clear picture of how
No.
strong your team is in certain categories.
Yes, that's true. That's true. It's just that in my case, it's just
I have no choice. Case, he's sure that he won't win all those, the rebounding, the scoring, because his players are like not scorers. So there's no point really.
Points and assists, I'm 100% sure I'm gonna lose all those things. So that's the difference. I'm just giving this advice. Like if you're the 8th seed and 7th seed in a normal playoff setting, usually you're playing against the top seed, the 2nd seed. They're really strong. They're really strong. So sometimes getting when you add early on in the week, maybe just have this in mind, have this focus in mind, have this direction. And then after 2 to 3 days and you're still close, or maybe you think you're gonna lose threes, but somehow you're leading, then you can switch at that point.
Yeah.
As long as you pinpoint the 5 categories that you can win, that's important. What Jeremy's saying is don't pinpoint it right away at the start. Yeah. Sometimes, maybe 2 or 3 you're sure, and the others, let's see. Yeah. Let's see which one you can win, right? Something like that.
What I'm also saying is that don't use up all your moves in the first half of the week.
Oh, yeah.
Because leave maybe 2 moves towards the end of the week so that it can help you with those close categories. The thing with the playoffs is just keep it close. 5 categories should be close. And then as you get to the end, that's easier to see where you would want to focus on. That's all I'm saying. Just keep it close, right? Even if you're down 2-7 right now, if you're down 2-7, but you're down by 1 steal, 1 block, 2 blocks, right? That's easy to make up for. So just keep it like that. Don't go into the middle of the week wherein you're already down 10 blocks, 15 blocks. That's gonna be a disaster for you. You won't be able to catch that up. Who are the other ads here? Jeff Green, Monte Morris, without Will Barton, are good streams. Moody and Kuminga. So managers might have used them today. Did you drop Moody or Kuminga after today?
I might drop Kuminga because Raymond's coming back on the 15th. That's week 21, right? So Kuminga, when the other players come back, he's the guy who's going on to the bench. I'm pretty sure Moody will stay in the starting 5 if Payton is still out. So Moody might still have some value. Moody, Steve Kerr has been talking about Moody in his press conferences, post-game press conference for 2 to 3 games right now. So he likes him. He obviously loves him at this point. So he's probably going to use him more. So if you're going to keep one, probably Moody. But be prepared to drop them also when Draymond comes back.
Yeah. And Emmanuel, quickly, we've been talking about him since yesterday or 2 days ago.
Just to talk about quickly, somebody dropped Derrick White for Emmanuel quickly. I saw it in a comment of our there.
I think that's okay.
I probably would do that.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm okay with that.
I dropped my Derrick White. I couldn't remember who I added him for, but I just wanted a player with a game tomorrow, the back-to-backs tomorrow, because White doesn't have a back-to-back. I think their next game would be, I think if not tomorrow, on
Wednesday.
Thursday, yeah. So
Thursday. Yeah.
So I dropped him already, and Joseph was shocked that I dropped him. I said the schedule is not good, and I'm not really the favorite in our matchup because my opponent had Karl Anthony Towns and Trae Young. So, and I only had DeJounte and Bam Adebayo, who didn't even play well. So that's not really a good. So I had to really decide quick on how to stream the players. So I dropped Derrick White. With Jalen back, I think his value is not going to be really that high.
Just to complete the Derrick White conversation, a lot of people have been asking about White. Should we drop White? Should we drop White? Should we drop White? For me, Jalen is healthy. Yeah, White is droppable. In the playoffs, we're in the playoffs. He's droppable the last few weeks of the season. If this was week 12, 13, I would say no. Be more patient. Be more patient. But right now, there's no time to be patient. So I'm okay with dropping White.
What makes it easier is that he's not playing well, and the schedule this week is not good for them. If the schedule was better, it makes it harder for us to decide, or I might not have dropped him at once immediately. But when I looked into the schedule, it wasn't really good, so it was an easier decision for me. So yeah, Derrick White and quickly is an ad. Feel good players. Julius Randle had 46. I guess he was hot. He was feeling it. This is Commission's favorite player this year.
Well, I have him in 3 of my leagues, so I would be happy about this. But you know what irritates me? Yesterday, I needed 21 points and 7 rebounds. He gave me 10. And today, he scores 46 and gets 10 rebounds and 1 steal. So it's irritating. The whole year, he has been a miss for me. And as I said there, enjoy the good Randall because it comes once every 4 or 5 games this point. So just enjoy it.
This is a great game already. I mean, 46.
And 8 3-pointers.
And 8 3-pointers. I mean, he was feeling it. I don't think he'll... For the rest of the season, I don't think he'll do it again.
No.
Maybe until next season, I don't think he'll be able to do that again. But yeah, BC played well. And if you're in the playoffs, I'm pretty sure you're going to be happy with that. 8 threes. Imagine that. 8 threes from one player. Every time you have someone like do it like that, it's going to be good. That's it for the updates. But let's just congratulate some of our regular season champs. JC, led by JC, who won easily the Champions League. Regular season. And then the 500 peso buy-in, the Rookies and the Veterans League. Rondel Brigino, one of our followers since last season. Melvin Ferme. Rondel Brigino won the Rookies League. Melvin Ferme won the Veterans League. For the 1,000 peso buy-in league, Jemuel Balandra won the Starters League. And Master Trader Christopher Alfonso won the All-Star League. I mean, I think this guy made the most number of trades for all the leagues combined. Even if you combine all the leagues, I think he made the most number of trades. For the 1,500 peso league, buy-in league, Chino De Villa of the Bench Warmers League, and the lone, but there were 2 women who joined our leagues, but Monique Martinez won the Superstars League in regular season. She was pretty much leading it probably half of the season. So and then the Castaway League was won by Tracy Nicomedes. So congratulations, guys. I'm fixing the payouts. I'll pay out for those, except for the Champions League. JC might be listening. No payouts for regular season JC because it's a free league, but all those with buy-in leagues will have. I'll fix the payouts so that you can get your prizes. All right, that's it for a Daily Fantasy Quickie, and we'll see you guys again tomorrow. Bye, guys.